Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on our way to 22.5K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Really good promos, especially with FanDuel. A lot of good boosts and tokens to use this weekend, so take advantage of those. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Busy slate today. Starting with the Cincinnati Reds versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -150. The Reds +125 with the over-under at 6.5. Reds coming into this matchup 76-83. The Cubs 81-78. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Martinez with an ERA of 3.22. Pitching for the Cubs is Jamison Tylon with an ERA of 3.41. Martinez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Tylon, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Reds on a 3-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back Cleveland losses. Cubs are coming off a Phillies loss. Cincinnati 6-2 against the Cubs here. They've actually been pretty good head-to-head here. Pretty good pitching matchup. Martinez coming off a really good start, only giving up 1 run in 3 starts here. I think the Reds are good dogs today. Martinez has been great. I'll take Reds +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at -165. The White Sox +140 with the over-under at 7.5. White Sox coming into this matchup 39-120. Detroit 85-74. Pitching for the White Sox is Garrett Crochet with an ERA of 3.68. Pitching for Detroit is Casey Mize with an ERA of 4.46. Crochet, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Mize, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. The White Sox on a 3-game winning streak, coming off 3 straight Angel wins. Crazy, they're coming off an Angel sweep. I mean, that's got to be their first sweep of the season. Detroit, they're 9-1 in their last 10. Detroit's hot right now. White Sox 0-5 against Detroit. 0-5 on the road, where they've been pretty bad here. Pretty even pitching matchup, I would say. Yeah, nice little series the White Sox came off of, but yeah, Detroit's hot right now, and I gotta take the Tigers at home. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Washington Nationals. Phillies opening up as road favorites at -170. Washington +140 with the over-under at 8. Phillies coming into this matchup 94-65. The Nationals 69-90. Pitching for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez with an ERA of 3.27. Pitching for the Nationals is Trevor Williams with an ERA of 2.19. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Williams, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. The Phillies coming off a Cubs win. Washington, they're 1-9 in their last 10, getting swept by the Royals. Phillies 6-1 against Washington, where they've been really good. Yeah, Nationals have just been a mess here. Suarez, coming off some not the greatest starts ever here, but I just simply don't trust the Nationals, and I'll take the Phillies on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -185. The Pirates +150 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 74-85. The Yankees 93-66. Pitching for the Pirates is Jared Jones with an ERA of 4.14. Pitching for the Yankees is Carlos Rodon with an ERA of 3.93. Jones, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Rodon, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pittsburgh coming off a Brewers loss. Yankees, they're coming off a big Baltimore win yesterday, 10-1. Pittsburgh 1-10 on the road against the Yankees. 1-5 straight up against the Yankees. They've been very bad against the Yankees here. Jones, coming off some roughish starts here. Rodon finally coming off a very good start, giving up no runs here. Yeah, Pirates been horrible on the road against the Yankees. I'll take New York at home. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -200. The Marlins +160 with the over-under at 8. Marlins coming into this matchup 59 and 100. Toronto 73 and 85. Pitching for the Marlins is Adam Oller with an ERA of 5.06. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 3.38. Oller, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Barrios, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Miami coming off a Minnesota win 8-6. Toronto, they're coming off a Boston win, ending their big 5-game losing streak that they were on. Nice to see them get back in the win column. Miami 1-7 against Toronto, 1-6 on the road against Toronto here. They have not been good against Toronto at all. Barrios coming off 3 straight 1-run games here. Good starts. Oller been giving up a lot of runs all season. He's given up 11 runs in 3 starts. Yeah, give me Toronto at home today. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -125. Houston +105 with the over-under at 8. Houston coming into this matchup 86 and 73. The Guardians 92 and 67. Pitching for Houston is Ronel Blanco with an ERA of 2.88. Pitching for the Guardians is Joey Cantillo with an ERA of 4.63. Blanco, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Cantillo, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Houston coming off a rough Seattle series, only winning 1 of the 3 games. Cleveland coming off back-to-back Cincinnati wins. Houston though 5-1 against Cleveland, but struggle on the road here. Just 1-4 on the road against Cleveland here. Pretty good pitching matchup. Both pitchers hardly giving up runs here lately. I think Astros are good dogs today. They've struggled on the road against Cleveland, but I think they're solid here. I like the Astros. Nothing crazy. The Astros +1.5 on the road today. They're very sneaky. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at -130. Tampa Bay +110 with the over-under at 8. The Rays coming into this matchup 78 and 81. Boston 80 and 78. Pitching for the Rays is Taj Bradley with an ERA of 4.30. Pitching for Boston is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 4.26. Bradley, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Pivetta, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Tampa Bay coming off 3 straight Detroit losses, a rough series for the Rays there. Boston, they're coming off a Toronto loss. Tampa Bay though 12 and 6 against Boston, 8 and 1 on the road against Boston, where they've been really good. I don't know, pretty even pitching matchup. Both pitchers give up some runs. I'm liking the plus money with the Rays. Very good on the road against Boston here, and I'll take the Rays +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -190. The Royals +150 with the over-under at 7.5. Royals coming into this matchup 85 and 74. The Braves 86 and 71. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 3.73. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 3.42. Singer, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Fried, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Both pitchers coming off some games where they've been giving up a good bit of runs here. Singer's given up 13 in 3 starts. Fried, he's given up 8. The Royals coming off a 3-game Washington sweep. Atlanta, they're coming off a 3-game Miami sweep. Kansas City, it's just a 1-4 against Atlanta where they've had their struggles. I don't know. Both pitchers give up some runs. Royals coming off a couple Singer coming off of a pretty bad game here. Still think Royals are good dogs today. Um, both pitchers are very volatile. Both teams coming off some good series here. I don't know. Big plus money for the Royals here in a winnable game. Give me Royals plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota opening up as home favorites at minus 165. Baltimore plus 140 with the over-under at 8.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 88 and 71. The Twins 82 and 77. Pitching for Baltimore is Cade Povich with an ERA of 5.59. Pitching for the Twins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 4.11. Povich, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Baltimore coming off a Yankees loss. Minnesota, they're coming off a Miami loss. Baltimore 7-0 against Minnesota, 4-1 on the road against Minnesota, where they've been really good here. Pretty even pitching matchup as of late. Both pitchers giving up some runs. I think Baltimore's a good dog today. Very good against Minnesota. Give me Baltimore plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Colorado Rockies. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at minus 185. The Rockies plus 150 with the over-under at 11.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 95 and 64. Colorado 61 and 98. Pitching for the Rockies is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 4.72. Let's see, pitching for the Dodgers, let me look on here. Yeah, currently it's undecided for the Dodgers, so be sure to check that info when it does get released. It is an 8 p.m. game, so you got all day to find that out. Let's see. Quantrill, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He gives up runs here. His last 5 games, he's given up 3, 2, 4, 2, 3. So he's given up at least 2 to 4 runs every single game here. Don't really love that. Dodgers, they're coming off back-to-back Padre wins. Colorado, they're coming off a St. Louis win, ending their losing streak they were on. Dodgers, they're 7-2 against the Rockies here. Very good head-to-head. We'll see who ends up pitching for the Dodgers here, but good against the Rockies. Quantrill gives up a lot of runs. I'll take the Dodgers on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Texas Rangers versus the Los Angeles Angels. Rangers opening up as road favorites at minus 160. Angels plus 135 with the over-under at 7.5. Rangers coming into this matchup 75 and 84. The Angels 63 and 96. Pitching for the Rangers is Jacob deGrom with an ERA of 1.35. Pitching for the Angels is Reed Detmers with an ERA of 6.67. deGrom, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, 5 strikeouts. Detmers, he's coming off back-to-back 7-run games. Yeah, he's had a very rough year. Rangers, they're coming off an Oakland loss. Angels, they're coming off a 3-game White Sox series where they got swept. Yeah, not a good look for the Angels here. Rangers, they're 6-2 on the road against the Angels. 5-2 straight up against the Angels. Love deGrom on the mound. He's only pitched 3 innings in both his games. Maybe they up it a bit, but I bet he probably stays around the 3 to 4 inning mark. But look good so far, which is good. They'll need him. Yeah, I mean, I got to take the Rangers on the road today. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Mets opening up as road favorites at minus 125. The Brewers plus 105 with the over-under at 7.5. Mets coming into this matchup 87 and 70. The Brewers 91 and 68. Pitching for the Mets is Sean Manaea with an ERA at 3.29. Pitching for the Brewers is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 4.85. Manaea, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Montas, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Mets, they're coming off a Braves loss. Brewers, they're coming off a Pittsburgh win. The Mets, 0-5 against the Brewers. 2-13 on the road against the Brewers. They've been really bad here. Montas coming off a 7-run game, but, you know, he's had some decent games. Manaea, been pretty solid on the mound here, but I mean, we've seen Montas have good games on the mound here, and Mets have just been horrible against the Brewers, especially on the road. Yeah, give me the Brewers plus 1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -130. The Padres plus 110 with the over-under at 9. Padres coming into this matchup 91-68. Arizona 88-71. Pitching for the Padres is Martin Perez with an ERA of 4.18. Pitching for Arizona is Merrill Kelly with an ERA of 3.71. Perez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Kelly, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Now the Padres on a 2-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back Dodger losses. Arizona, they're coming off a Giants win. Padres 9-4 on the road against Arizona, where they've played very well. And a pretty even pitching matchup, I'd say. Perez coming off some better starts, only giving up 2 runs in his last 3 starts here. Has been very solid. Padres are good dogs today, and I'll take Padres plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -170. Oakland plus 140 with the over-under at 7.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 69-90. Seattle 82-77. Pitching for Oakland is J.P. Sears with an ERA of 4.43. For Seattle, it's currently TBA, so we'll see who ends up pitching for Seattle today. Sears coming off 2 bad starts here. Coming off a 6 and 4 run game here in his last 2. Oakland coming off a Rangers win. Seattle, they're coming off a Houston win. Oakland 5-15 against Seattle. 3-12 on the road against Seattle. They have not played well against Seattle here. Sears coming off bad games. We'll see who ends up pitching for Seattle, but I still feel like I got to lean with the Mariners at home today. In the last matchup, we've got the St. Louis Cardinals versus San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -130. St. Louis plus 115 with the over-under at 7.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 81-78. The Giants 79-80. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 5.35. Pitching for the Giants is Landon Raup with an ERA of 2.70. Mikolas, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Raup, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts, coming off back-to-back 0-run games here. St. Louis, they're coming off a Colorado loss. Giants, they're coming off an Arizona loss. St. Louis 1-5 on the road against the Giants here. Raup been very good on the mound here. He's been very solid for them. And yeah, Cardinals bad on the road against the Giants. I think I'm going to take the Giants at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.